Hey everyone, this is our video game demonstration for Team 22148-1 for the TSA competition. This is Pedal Punks, our video game. It was built using Unity game engine. You can see that up here. These are where we store all of our assets. We keep them all in files. This is where we store our animations, our scripts, our music, and our sprites, just to give a few examples. We coded everything using Visual Studio and C#. This is our player script right here. It's one of our longer scripts. Basically, we used Visual Studio Code because everyone in our team could access it super easily. To connect everyone's devices and their files, we used GitHub. This is the repository, and we could just transfer files super easily. We also used another repository to put the game actually on a website, which you'll be playing. Alright, let's get into the game. In the menu, you are allowed to select your own bikes and your own cyclists, but they must be unlocked through playing the game. There is also a settings section where you're allowed to explore bikes and change some of the settings. The game has a total of 12 levels, but the first 3 can be accessed by clicking World 1. Alright, so the game controls are the arrow keys that can be used to move the biker. The main controls are the Z, X, and C key. The C key can be used to shove bikers, as you can see there, and the X key can be used to jump in between bikes. If there are no bikes available, you can use the X key to actually jump your bike. Here I'm using the Z key to use the power-up as the red biker, which is just faster movement. If you run out of fuel, you will not be able to complete the level, and it'll go over to the game over screen where you can click restart, and here we start level 1. So level 1 has a couple features such as potholes and speed boosts. You can see a pothole right there. Potholes will reduce your fuel, and you just want to keep on moving across bikes to replenish your fuel. If you run into a bike that's red, it'll explode you and the level will restart, so you just want to keep on avoiding enemy bikes and shoving them off. All the art in the game was drawn by us, and all the enemy movement was also scripted by us, and it is random. This new bike here is the astronaut bike. They have a different power-up. You can see right there, they just charge at you. You can take their bike as well. They will have different powers. You can click Z to do their power-up, and it kind of just destroys other bikes like that. Boom. You have to fill the whole green progress bar in order to complete the levels, except the boss level, which will come later in level 3. Alright, here we just completed the level. You can click the next level to go to the next one. And here is level 2, where it introduces cars, which are basically immovable objects, which if you run into, you die, but you can jump over them. There's also the scooter, which you can see here. It takes a couple more hits than a normal biker, but they also unlock another ability to stun other enemies, which can be helpful at some times. There are multiple different enemies across the game. There are a total of 12 levels, however, the first 3 are recommended to play so you get a feel for the plot of the game. In every level there's a pause button where you can pause the game and go back to the level select if you wish, or the main menu. Here I'm just gonna load up the boss level. In the boss level you try to beat the boss biker, who drops fireballs, which will reduce your fuel if you run into them. There's also a new biker here called the vampire biker. You can take his thing, and it basically siphons fuel from other people. And the main point is you want to keep on shoving the boss until his health depletes, and you can take his bike and then finish the level. The user is encouraged to play all 12 levels, so it provides a rich experience and a fun experience at the same time. The game was made fairly hard on purpose since arcade games are generally built that way, and we wanted to keep that experience throughout the level. The game was heavily inspired by the game Excitebike on Nintendo. However, we did include many of our own game elements, and the game is fully original. All the soundtrack and sound effects were also made by us, giving the game an authentic experience. Here I just beat the game, and yeah. I can demonstrate the 4 other levels over here. I'm just going to go back to the worlds. And there's world 2. Each world has 3 levels where you can play, and it's just up to the user what they want to do. Alright, thank you so much, and we hope you enjoy our project.